Good morning, students. I am Suraj Kumar, your geography teacher, and in the last class, we are seeing about this classification of towns on the basis of forms. So, here we have seen these two towns. One is of Addis Ababa, and second is of Canberra. So, these two towns, first is Addis Ababa, and second is Canberra. So these two towns are from the two different type of world. One is from developing country, one is from underdeveloped country, that is African nation, and other is the capital of Australia. So we have seen that these two towns have different type of infrastructure, different type of establishments. Just like Addis Ababa, the new flower is a town which is capital of Ethiopia, an African country, and the name itself indicates Ababa flower, and is a comparatively a newer city which established recently, and whole city is located in a hill valley topography. So there is a very large denudation, that is change in height, and the main road bears the influence of the local topography. So the main road is also like a up and down. So road is also like you found in a hilly region. Sometimes you have to one have to move up and sometimes down. Roads radiate from few of the important buildings like that of government headquarters, Piazza, Arat, Amist, Kilo, Round Bolts, Marcato, etc. So Marcato as a market which grew with time and is supposed to be the largest market between Egyptian country, that is Cairo, and Johannesburg, that is of South Africa. So this is one of the largest country I already told, and make you see the location of Addis Ababa. So it's just between Egypt, and if you just connect Cairo with the Johannesburg, Egyptian capital, with the South African capital, in between them lie the Addis Ababa. So this town has multi faculty, university, medical college, number of good schools. All these things makes Addis Ababa a educational center. This is also the terminal station of the railway line joining Djibouti with Addis Ababa railroad. So Djibouti to Addis Ababa railroad connects this town, and there is a direct linkage. So there is a connectivity through this railway line to the port town of Djibouti. From there is international access in terms of trade and commerce. Bole Airport is a comparatively newer airport. So all these things we already seen in the last class. Then we also looked into the details of Canberra. So Canberra is well developed town, developed in 1912 by American landscape architect Warle Burle Griffin, and had envisaged a garden city for about 25,000 people, taking into account the natural features of the landscapes. So there were 5 main points, and each with a separate city function. So all these things are there. This city has expanded during the last few decades to accommodate even the satellite towns or nearby suburbs which have their own center. And nowadays city has wide open spaces and many parks and gardens. So all these things we already seen in yesterday class. So now today I'm going to start this types of urban settlement, and depending upon the size and services available and the functions rendered by different areas or location, urban center are designated as town, city, million city, conurbations and megapolis. So depending upon which type of functions the given city render, or the service available, functions available, facilities available within the city, or the size of the city also matters here. Generally, urban centers are designated as town, city, million city, conurbation and megapolis. So we will look these all things one by one. Firstly, starting with town. So what is town? The concept of town can best be understood with reference to a village. So just population size more than village and population density also just more than village is one of the criteria. So population size is not only the single criteria. Along with the population size, functional contrast between the town and village also be clear cut. So functional contrast between the town and village may not always be very much clear cut, but specific functions like such of manufacturing, retail, wholesaler or professional service only exist in town area. So what is basically occupational structure? In a sense of village are mainly primary functional occupation, and in town other than primary like secondary manufacturing and service facilities are available, or wholesale trade, professional service, etc. were present in towner area. Otherwise it has just overturned or overpopulation, just overturned the number of population of village area, and same way population density is also just overturned than the major area. Now second is city. So city is regarded as a leading town. What it means? It means that as compared to nearby area, the given settlement or given town are leading or are moving ahead or outstripping the other local and regional towns or regional rivals. So out of 4 or 5 smaller urban center, one which are leading and outstripping the other regional rivals are to be called as city. So defined by Louis Mumford, according to him, city is in fact the physical form of the highest and most complex type of associative life. So it's a very complex type of associative life. So it is larger in terms of physical form, at the same time very complex in terms of associative life. So much mixed type of culture, different culture people come together to stay together in a given area or given settlement, which are increasing and leading day by day, which are moving aheader than nearby locality, were given the name city. As compared to other area, city have much larger population size as compared to towns. So cities have more population size. At the same time, cities have a greater number of economic functions, especially the secondary and tertiary activities, not the primary. So primary is for village. So secondary and tertiary activity is the criteria or occupational structure related with secondary and tertiary activity is for urban settlement. So where there is a limited number of economic functions related with secondary and tertiary activity, that is town, and if have a greater number of economic function, then it can be termed as city. So this cities area can be a transport terminal, major financial institution may be set up in these area, regional administrative offices. All these things are the vital part of a city. So it's not like every city is a state capital or national capital. So in that sense, district headquarter or regional administrative offices, all these are the part of cities. When the population of any urban settlement crosses 1 million mark, 1 million equal to 10 lakh mark, that area is designated as a million city. So city तो टाउन से बड़ा जो भी है जिसमें ये सारी फैसिलिटी है, ऑल आर कंसिडर्ड एज अ सिटी, ऑल आर कॉल्ड एज अ सिटी. बट मेगा सिटी एज एन स्पेशल designation and nomenclature is given to a particular city whose population size crosses 10 lakh. So these are mega city. Next is conurbation. So what is this conurbation? This term conurbation were coined by Patrick Geddes in 1950, and according to him, this concept to be applied to a larger area of an urban development that resulted from the merging of originally separated town or cities. So nearby sub-town or accumulation of nearby sub-town or sub-cities into the bigger city will resulted into development of urban conurbation. So according to Patrick Geddes, the term conurbation was applied to a large area of urban development that resulted from the merging of originally separate town or cities. So smaller suburb area or even nearby city, if merges together to form a bigger unit in terms of population size along with the occupational structure involved in mainly secondary and tertiary activity, can be coined with the name conurbation. So Greater London, Chicago, Manchester, Tokyo are the example of conurbation. From India you can look at like smaller area, like in case of India it's Hyderabad, or you can say of Bengaluru. So these are, or you can say about Delhi NCR. These are conurbations. Okay, over the map I just want to show you these things, like whatever name it has been given here. Like London, everybody know that UK capital is London. So London is United Kingdom capital. Just see it, this is London. Okay, second here is talking about Manchester, Chicago, Tokyo. So Manchester is just in here itself. यहाँ पे मैनचेस्टर है, ठीक है, नॉर्थ ऑफ लंडन, नॉर्थ वेस्टर्न साइड ऑफ लंडन. दिस इज मैनचेस्टर. देन वेयर इज शिकागो, टोक्यो, एंड टोक्यो इज जापान. टोक्यो, वेयर इज टोक्यो? एशियन कंट्री है जापान. जापान का कैपिटल इज टोक्यो. सो दिस इज टोक्यो. दिस इज टोक्यो. ओके. देन वेयर इज शिकागो? एनीबडी? United States. Chicago is in United States. So here Chicago is a town near this lake. Out of 5 greater lakes, one of the lake, that is Lake Michigan. मिशिगन के पोर्ट है, मिशिगन के साथ सटा हुआ टाउन है शिकागो. So these are the example of cities from India. If I talk about conurbation, these are the conurbation of the world. From India, if I talk about, so these are the important collaboration: Hyderabad, then this Mumbai, Pune, Nasik, along with Mumbai, Nasik, then this Chennai belt or Bengaluru belt. This is also, these are different collaboration, and there is a difference between collaboration and megapolis. So after collaboration, next one is million city. So this is again the different concept. Just the number of million city in the world was very limited just 200 years before from the present. So there is very limited number of million cities in the world just 200 million years ago from present.